We'll look for Bastien later, once it's safe.
Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We've come here because this villager dude up here, his brother went off to join the army to fight against the invading force and hasn't returned since. So he's assuming that, like many people in the army, that he's dead. And he just wants to find his brother's body and give him a proper burial. People are screaming, so I'm going to go see what's up with that. Let's go. Because I didn't have to find it, it found me. The wolf somehow came right into town. Alright.
Stop whimpering, Hussar. We'll look for Bastien later, once it's safe.
Do that often? Talk to your dog?
It's my brother's, Bastien's. But guess he's mine now. See, Bastien fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers, feeding. Someone told me they were feared of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me, keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastien and I'll pay you well.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastien don't rot there in the sun with the Black Ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
Hey-ya! Slow now.
I suppose I'll have to wait for him to actually catch up and get here. There he is.
You're here, good. Bastien... his body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flowers, we'll find Bastien quick.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hussar will catch the scent and lead us to Bastien. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
Objectives will sometimes direct you to a general area when the exact position of your target is unknown. Go to the marked area. Yeah, I know, we've had it a few times. Little late on that tip, but okay.
So many corpses. And the war's just started.
Oops, wrong button. Tracks and clues. When you find tracks or other clues, walk close, then press X to examine them. Okay.
That him?
No. Neighbour's son. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastien, boy? Still nothing.
That him?
No. Neighbour's son. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastien, boy? Still nothing.
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastien?
Skin's burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Oh, yeah. Bastien was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that. He found him! Hussar's caught his scent! Come on!
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista balls landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastien! Is he... Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosinia found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. Blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosinia. I'll own he'll die. And he can't go back to his own. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blackened stays here.
I think, especially in times like this, compassion is important.
Bastien only mated with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward. And the gods protect you.
Excellent. Yeah, I know how to summon my horse. Thank you. I do like the weather system in this game, like how it gets windy or calm sometimes. Alright. I'll turn off specific icons within each filter, yada yada yada. Okay, yep. what I want is I want the quests. There we are. And let's go clear out the devil by the well. Find the spirit that haunts the well. Malicious beings usually haunt the ruins of castles, fortresses, or, as a last resort, towers. The Wraith of White Orchard, however, chose a much more quotidian site for its haunting. I don't know that word. A well. A White Orchard peasant by the name of Odolan wanted someone to chase off the phantom, and the girl accepted the job. Alright. Off we go. Quickly grab the herb here. Give me a roach. Roach is not very good at coming to you. He chooses some very odd places to arrive. Let's put it that way. Okay. I don't think I've seen these plants. Crow's Eye. Okay. Just because alchemy is proving to be super important in this game.
Let's go!
Like, look at this. It's getting cloudy and windy. Like, this game has a full weather system, and that's incredible. Even the bodies are blowing in the wind. Which is terrible, but also awesome. Oh, and for some reason it didn't... Come on. This quest. There we go.
Run, Roach.
There's a question mark sign on this bridge in the map. Ah, there we go. New marker, Smuggler's Cache. Interesting, okay. This may have proven to be a very bad idea. Probably should have jumped off on the other side of the bridge. Hold square to dive or circle to swim towards the surface. Okay. Now, how do I get up? I think I done screwed myself over. There we go. So now I'm curious about what this icon means. Smuggler's Cache. Alright. I'm just grabbing a whole bunch of stuff because I can. And I think that's everything.
Show me what you got.
Candelabrum, rusty bread knife. It's a bit of a shrine there. What is that symbol? Let's take a look. Abandoned site. Alright. Don't know what that means, but okay. Dead rabbit.
Hey-ya! Come on now. Infamous well. A Dune wraith. Wonder what it's doing here.
Moon wraith. That sounds interesting.
Whoa, got too close.
Defeat the entry, but moon wraiths in the bestiary. Okay, so let's take a look. A few quick things here. Dogs. They say a dog is a man's best friend, but in these foul times, one best be wary even of his friends. Alfred Pankrats, beggar from Novigrad. Some claim dogs are reflections of their masters. A well-treated pet repays his owner with loyalty and trust, whereas an ill-treated one repays this treatment in kind as well, meeting yells with barks and kicks with bites. Since there is an abundance of bad men, so too is there an abundance of bad dogs. Most dangerous of all are the vagrant mutts who have lost all respect for men and developed a taste for blood and carrion. Spectres, Devil by the Well. The residents of White Orchard have suffered more than their fair share of misfortunes. Passing armies had trampled their spring planting, a griffin had begun abducting their livestock, and the rotten icing on this painful cake, a noon wraith haunting a nearby well. No wonder the locals called this final evil a devil. The Witcher could sense something bound her to this place, and that in order to send her off into the ethereal realms, he would first need to learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for battle, and a Noon Wraith is a demanding opponent. She can disorient her victim by blinding him and creating mirror images of herself. These copies slowly suck their victim's life energy while their mistress remains untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could not rely on his silver sword alone. The Erden sign would also be needed to trap her and force her to take on material forms. Alright. Night Wraiths exude this immense sadness, this helpless wrath. I fear them, same as anyone, but most of all I feel sorry for them. Alright, so let's go here. So I need the Erden sign.
Chief Red, she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here.
So basically I need to fight her inside the trap. Okay. Alright, so let's read the thing in the bestiary. There we go. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid noon wraiths. One particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noon wraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the field searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals. Though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time, they are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why if one ever finds a wedding ring or torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. Noon wraiths are only known to haunt rural areas and usually stay near the place of their deaths. They prey on peasants working in the fields or children playing nearby. Noon wraiths do not bleed and are, for the most part, immune to the effects of Witcher signs. They can create mirror images of themselves which circle their victims in a kind of morbid parody of a dance. This ghastly ritual drains their victims' life energy while adding to their own strengths. Noon wraiths are also able to manipulate the physical world to a limited degree, kicking up clouds of dust which temporarily blind and disorient their opponents. Noon wraiths can turn immaterial and are at such times very difficult to wound. In order to force a noon wraith to take corporeal form, one must first trap it in the Erden sign or strike it with a moon dust bomb. Once the monster has regained physical presence, one can mount a fast attack with a silver blade, preferably one coated in spectre oil. Contrary to popular beliefs, noon wraiths can also be encountered at night, but are much weaker than during the day.
Something's tied the Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Alright, I'm just going to do a quick meditation to heal up. Found a doll. Don't know how you're supposed to get back there otherwise, because that was super clumsy. Bear fat, dog tallow, quicksilver solution. I see a few red things here, so that probably means that that's what we need. Black magic doll. Lovely. There's a book. And some bones. Alright. Yellowed diary.
A journal. Might be useful.
2-111-1250. It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Bizimia. Listed all the harm he's done us, how he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quick enough, how he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment, how he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Now we finally got what we begged Militele for in our prayers so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last we can live as free men. 12-4-1250. The first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind it's better than the most fantastic place. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil, buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves cross our threshold, and then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't plows nor hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant over my dead body. I'll never take it off. It'll always be there to remind me of Volker, of how happy we were that day. 23-4-1250. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calmed since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or another, I've no intention to move 1 inch from here.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place. A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood.
Alright, follow the drag marks using your Witcher senses.
Bloodstains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive. Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well. Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well. Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Go down the well and look for something that belonged to the dead woman using your Witcher senses. Alright, here we go. So for some reason he's not diving. I don't know why. So I looked it up, and apparently the diving, you just need to reload. So that's what I did. Ornate bracelet. There we go. Now find a way out of the cave. Can do.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
Alright, well, I'm going to do that next episode, so I'm going to call an end to the episode here. You know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time as we prepare to take on the Noon Wraith. See you then.